The Belt and Road Initiative (BRI), launched by China in 2013, has emerged as one of the most ambitious infrastructure and trade projects globally, aiming to enhance connectivity and foster trade across Asia, Europe, and Africa. As of 2023, cumulative BRI engagement has surpassed $1 trillion, with a focus on smart infrastructure implementation across 12 countries set to occur by 2024, backed by a substantial investment of $3.8 billion. This report delves into the key developments, investment trends, and implementation phases involved in this grand initiative. Key investment trends. 1. Financial growth. In 2023, BRI engagement reached $92.4 billion across 212 deals, reflecting an 18% increase from the previous year. This included $44.6 billion in investments and $43.7 billion in construction contracts. The total construction investments have now accumulated to $634 billion, with non-financial investments at $419 billion. 2. Sector focus. There has been a significant shift in investment focus, with technology investments soaring by an astounding 1,046% and metals and mining up by 158%. Notably, China's energy-related investments are increasingly environmentally friendly, with $7.9 billion directed toward renewable energy, accounting for 28% of total energy investment in 2023. 3. Regional dynamics. Africa has now overtaken the Middle East as the largest recipient of BRI investments, attracting $21.7 billion in 2023 compared to the Middle East's $15.8 billion. Countries such as Indonesia and Hungary have also gained substantial investments, with Indonesia alone receiving $7.3 billion. For geopolitical context, the BRI has faced criticism regarding the potential for creating unsustainable debt in partner countries, raising concerns about debt diplomacy. However, it also presents opportunities for emerging markets through enhanced infrastructure and trade routes. Implementation phases. The implementation of smart infrastructure within the BRI is structured into 5 distinct phases. 1. Initial planning 2023 to 2024. This phase focuses on identifying key projects and establishing partnerships with participating countries. 2. Investment and construction 2024 to 2025. The construction of selected smart infrastructure projects will commence in this phase. 3. Technology integration 2025 to 2026. This phase will see the incorporation of Internet of Things (IoT) and other smart technologies into the infrastructure. 4. Expansion and optimization 2026 to 2027. Projects will be evaluated for efficiency and scalability to ensure maximum impact and utilization. 5. Sustainability and green transition 2027 to 2028. The final phase aims to transition towards sustainable practices in all developments, ensuring long-term environmental and economic benefits. Timeline of events. 2013 – Launch of the Belt and Road Initiative. 2020 to 2022 – Engagement drops due to COVID-19, followed by a notable recovery in 2023. 2023 – BRI investments hit $92.4 billion. With significant growth in technology and renewable energy sectors. 2024 – Planned investments of $3.8 billion across 12 countries for smart infrastructure implementation. Commonalities and differences among sources. Various sources emphasize the substantial growth in BRI investments and the initiative's focus on technology and renewable energy. However, they differ in their approach. One source provides detailed sector-specific investment breakdowns, while the other focuses on implications for investors, highlighting strategic market positioning and risk management. Conclusion. The Belt and Road Initiative is a complex interplay of opportunities and challenges, requiring careful navigation of geopolitical risks while leveraging the potential of emerging markets. With ambitious plans for smart infrastructure implementation and a clear focus on sustainability, the BRI promises significant global investment in infrastructure and technology, offering long-term benefits for participating countries and investors alike. as the world continues to evolve. The BRI stands as a testament to China's commitment to fostering global connectivity and economic growth. The implementation of smart infrastructure in Belt and Road Initiative BRI projects by 2024 involves a significant investment strategy of $3.8 billion across 12 countries structured in 5 distinct phases. Key investments are being directed toward enhancing connectivity through a combination of infrastructure technology and renewable energy. Counterintuitive insights. 1. Rapid increase in technology investments. One of the more surprising trends is the staggering 1,046% growth in technology investments in 2023, which starkly contrasts with the traditional focus on physical infrastructure projects. This indicates a shift in strategy, suggesting that technology is now seen as integral to infrastructure rather than a secondary consideration. 2. Africa's dominance over traditional recipients. Contrary to expectations that BRI investments would flow predominantly to regions like the Middle East or Central Asia, Africa has emerged as the largest recipient of BRI investments in 2023, receiving $21.7 billion. This reversal challenges the assumption that historical trade routes dictate investment patterns. 3. Debt diplomacy critique versus opportunity perception. While critics highlight the risks of debt diplomacy, suggesting that BRI investments may lead to unsustainable debt for partner countries, proponents argue that these investments create vital infrastructure that enhances trade routes. This dichotomy presents a complex view where debt is viewed both as a burden and as a catalyst for economic growth. 4. Shift in energy engagement. Despite a narrative that often emphasizes coal and traditional energy investments, China's energy-related engagement has seen a notable shift towards greener investments, with $7.9 billion directed toward renewable energy. This shift challenges the perception that BRI is primarily a vehicle for fossil fuel expansion and demonstrates an evolving commitment to sustainability. 5. Private sector's growing role. The landscape of BRI investments is increasingly dominated by private sector enterprises, contrasting with the historical reliance on state-owned enterprises. This shift suggests a more competitive environment that encourages innovation and efficiency, countering the narrative that BRI is solely a state-driven initiative. 6. Geopolitical risks and local partnerships. The advice for investors to engage with local partners to navigate regulatory challenges highlights a nuanced understanding of the geopolitical landscape. It suggests that leveraging local knowledge can mitigate risks, which counters the assumption that foreign investors can operate independently in emerging markets. 7. Higher average deal sizes in investments. Despite the overall decline in construction contract sizes, the average investment deal size has more than doubled since 2020. This suggests that while construction projects may be smaller, the investments in technology and other sectors are becoming more substantial, indicating a prioritization of quality over quantity in project engagement. 8. Sustainability as a long-term strategy. The 5-phase implementation plan includes a sustainability transition phase that emphasizes the importance of green practices in all developments. This forward-looking approach contradicts the common narrative that BRI projects are short-term, focusing only on immediate economic gains without regard for environmental impact. 9. Investment trends versus construction commitments. The increase in BRI investments in 2023 points to a larger strategic pivot where investment is prioritized over construction contracts. This suggests a growing emphasis on securing financial backing for projects before engaging in construction, which is counter to traditional project execution strategies where construction often follows investment commitments. 10. Emerging markets as investment opportunities. The BRI's focus on emerging markets, which are often overlooked by traditional investors, presents an unexpected opportunity for high-net-worth individuals and institutions. This challenges the prevailing notion that developed markets are the safest and most lucrative investment destinations. In conclusion, the BRI's implementation of smart infrastructure reveals a complex landscape of opportunities and challenges, with several counterintuitive trends emerging. The significant shift towards technology investments, Africa's rise as a primary recipient, the increasing role of private enterprises, and the commitment to sustainable practices all suggest a transformative approach to global investment and infrastructure development. These insights indicate that the BRI is not merely a geopolitical tool but a multifaceted initiative that could reshape economic landscapes across participating countries. The report on the implementation of smart infrastructure within the Belt and Road Initiative (BRI) by 2024, featuring a $3.8 billion investment across 12 countries, encapsulates a wealth of information that may be overlooked by many readers. This analysis will identify significant content often missed, explaining its importance in the broader context of global investments, geopolitical dynamics, and sustainable development. Underappreciated aspects of the report. 1. Dramatic shift in sector investments. One striking statistic that might be overlooked is the staggering increase in investments in technology and metals and mining sectors, soaring by 1,046% and 158% respectively. This shift reflects a strategic pivot towards industries that are crucial for the green transition, especially in the context of renewable energy and electric vehicles (EVs). The focus on technology investment indicates an acknowledgement of the necessity to modernize infrastructure through smart technologies and IoT integration. Significance: this shift is critical because it signals that future infrastructure projects will not only aim to enhance connectivity but also integrate advanced technologies that promote efficiency and sustainability. Such changes could enhance the competitiveness of participating countries in the global market, which is increasingly skewed toward technology-driven economies. 2. Regional dynamics and investment focus. The report notes that Africa has become the largest recipient of BRI investments, surpassing the Middle East with $21.7 billion in 2023. This may surprise many, as the Middle East has historically received significant attention due to its oil wealth. Significance: the increase in investments in Africa illustrates a strategic shift in Chinese foreign policy, focusing on emerging markets that are often overlooked by other global powers. This trend could enhance economic stability in the region, facilitate infrastructure development, and create new trade routes, ultimately leading to a more balanced global economic landscape. 3. Debt diplomacy concerns. While the report does mention debt diplomacy criticisms, many readers may underestimate its implications. The concern that BRI could lead to unsustainable debt burdens in partner countries is significant and multifaceted. Significance: understanding the nuances of debt diplomacy is crucial for investors and policymakers alike. Countries that become heavily indebted may experience reduced sovereignty over their economic policies, which could impact their ability to engage in future projects. Additionally, the risk of default could lead to geopolitical tensions and instability, which could affect not only the countries involved but also global markets. 4. Implementation phases and timeline. The roadmap for implementing smart infrastructure is detailed in 5 phases. From planning to sustainability. Each phase carries specific goals and timelines, which are critical for stakeholders to understand the pacing and scaling of projects. Significance: recognizing the phased approach allows investors and policymakers to align their strategies with the BRI's timeline. This structured rollout is essential for managing resources effectively and ensuring that projects are completed on schedule, which could enhance confidence in the BRI's potential outcomes. 5. Green transition focus. China's engagement in renewable energy projects is increasingly prominent, with $7.9 billion allocated toward green initiatives in 2023. This represents 28% of the total energy investment for that year, marking the highest proportion since the BRI's inception. Significance: this trend toward green energy investment is indicative of a broader commitment to sustainable development. As global attention shifts toward climate change and environmental sustainability, China's focus on renewable projects could enhance its international standing and attract green financing. Furthermore, This commitment is vital for ensuring the long-term viability of infrastructure projects as increasingly stringent environmental regulations are expected worldwide. 6. The role of private enterprises. The report highlights a notable shift towards private sector involvement in BRI projects, with private enterprises like contemporary Amperex Tech CATL taking the lead in investments. Significance: the increased presence of private companies in BRI projects signifies a shift in risk management and investment strategies. Engaging private enterprises can lead to more innovative approaches and efficient project execution, as they often possess the agility and technological expertise that state-owned enterprises may lack. This trend could foster a more competitive environment and spur further investments. 7. Strategic project types. The report identifies 6 potential future engagement types, including manufacturing in new technologies, renewable energy, and trade-enabling infrastructure. Significance: highlighting these strategic project types is crucial for investors and stakeholders, as it directs attention to emerging opportunities. Understanding where the BRI is headed allows stakeholders to position themselves advantageously, whether through investment partnerships or policy alignment. 8. International cooperation and standards. The report stresses the importance of international cooperation for project success and the necessity of adhering to common environmental and social standards in project evaluation. Significance: this call for higher standards is significant in a global context where environmental and social governance (ESG) is gaining traction. By aligning with international standards, Chinese firms can improve their global competitiveness and mitigate risks associated with potential backlash against unsustainable practices. This alignment also encourages a more collaborative approach to infrastructure development, fostering trust among participating nations. Conclusion: the BRI represents a complex interplay of opportunities and challenges that warrant careful navigation. The overlooked aspects of the report, such as sector investment shifts, regional dynamics, debt diplomacy concerns, and the emphasis on sustainability, are not just background details but rather pivotal elements that will shape the future of global investments and international relations. Recognizing these nuances can provide a more comprehensive understanding of the BRI's potential impact and the strategic considerations necessary for stakeholders aiming to engage with this transformative initiative. 1. Financial growth and investment trends. The Belt and Road Initiative BRI has shown significant financial momentum, with a cumulative engagement exceeding $1 trillion and a projected investment of $3.8 billion for smart infrastructure by 2024. The 2023 statistics indicate an 18% increase in BRI engagement, with technology investments skyrocketing by 1,046%. This financial growth not only reflects the increasing global interest in the BRI but also highlights the shifting focus towards sustainable and innovative sectors, particularly in renewable energy and technology. Analyzing these trends provides insights into the evolving landscape of global investments and the potential implications for future economic partnerships. 2. Implementation phases and strategic focus. The roadmap for implementing smart infrastructure in BRI projects outlines 5 distinct phases, from initial planning to sustainability and green transition. Each phase represents critical milestones that not only aim to enhance connectivity but also to integrate advanced technologies like IoT into infrastructure. This structured approach emphasizes the importance of sustainability in development and highlights the strategic vision behind the BRI. Discussing these phases allows for a deeper understanding of how large-scale projects can be effectively managed and scaled, alongside the potential challenges that may arise during implementation. 3. Geopolitical context and debt diplomacy. The BRI is not without its controversies, most notably concerns around debt diplomacy. Critics argue that the investments made under the BRI could lead to unsustainable debt levels for partner countries, raising geopolitical tensions. However, the initiative also opens avenues for emerging markets to enhance their infrastructure and trade routes. This dual perspective necessitates an in-depth analysis of the geopolitical ramifications of the BRI, including how it affects international relations and economic stability in participating nations. Exploring these dynamics can illuminate the balance between opportunity and risk in global investments. For sectoral and regional dynamics, the BRI's investment landscape has shifted significantly, with Africa emerging as the largest recipient of BRI investments, surpassing the Middle East. With substantial growth in technology and renewable energy sectors, the BRI reflects a broader trend towards sustainable development in emerging markets. By examining the sectoral and regional distribution of investments, one can identify key opportunities and challenges faced by different countries involved in the BRI. This analysis can provide valuable insights for investors seeking to navigate the complex landscape of emerging markets and capitalize on growth potential in various sectors. These 4 points offer a comprehensive framework for analyzing the BRI's current status and future prospects, emphasizing the financial, strategic, geopolitical, and sectoral dimensions of this ambitious initiative. 1. The Marshall Plan 1948–1952. After World War II, the United States implemented the Marshall Plan to aid the economic recovery of Western European nations. The plan provided over $12 billion, equivalent to about $130 billion today, in economic assistance to help rebuild European economies, improve infrastructure, and foster political stability. Similar to the Belt and Road Initiative (BRI), the Marshall Plan aimed to enhance connectivity and trade in Europe, but it also sought to counter the spread of communism by promoting democracy and economic cooperation among participating countries. 2. The United States Interstate Highway System 1956–present. This massive infrastructure project transformed the landscape of American transportation. Authorized by the Federal Aid Highway Act of 1956, the Interstate Highway System aimed to create an extensive network of highways to improve national defense and facilitate interstate commerce. The project involved significant investments over decades, similar to the BRI's focus on connectivity and infrastructure development across multiple countries. The interstates have played a crucial role in economic growth, urban development, and regional integration in the United States. 3. The European Union's TEN-T Trans-European Transport Network Program 1990–present, initiated to enhance transport infrastructure across Europe. The TEN-T program aims to develop and integrate transport networks to improve connectivity among EU member states. The program promotes investments in road, rail, air, and maritime transport, facilitating trade and mobility across the continent. Like the BRI, TEN-T emphasizes regional cooperation and infrastructure development, aiming to create a seamless transport network that supports economic growth and sustainability within Europe. The Belt and Road Initiative (BRI), launched by China in 2013, is poised for significant evolution in the coming years, particularly with its ambitious plan to implement smart infrastructure across 12 countries by 2024, backed by a $3.8 billion investment. This initiative has already seen tremendous financial growth, with substantial increases in both investment and construction contracts in recent years. As we look to the future, several key predictions can be made regarding the trajectory of the BRI and its impact on global infrastructure trade and investment. 1. Continued financial growth and investment surge. Anticipating the ongoing trend, BRI engagement is expected to increase further, potentially reaching new heights in 2024 and beyond. With the cumulative BRI engagement already surpassing $1 trillion in investments in 2023, hitting $92.4 billion, future engagements are likely to focus on sectors critical to the global green transition, such as renewable energy technology and infrastructure. The demand for sustainable projects will drive investment into cleaner energy solutions and smart technologies, reflecting a global pivot towards sustainability. 2. Emphasis on smart infrastructure and technology integration. The implementation of smart infrastructure is set to be a central focus of BRI projects. Over the 5 planned phases, the integration of advanced technologies such as the Internet of Things (IoT) and artificial intelligence (AI) into infrastructure will enhance operational efficiency and connectivity. This technological evolution will not only improve the functionality of transportation and logistics networks but also position BRI countries as hubs for innovation and technological advancement. 3. Geopolitical dynamics and strategic partnerships. As the BRI expands, geopolitical considerations will become increasingly significant. Concerns over debt diplomacy may lead to heightened scrutiny of financing practices. However, strategic partnerships with local entities will be crucial for navigating regulatory landscapes and mitigating risks. Collaborations that emphasize shared economic interests and development goals can alleviate some of the geopolitical tensions associated with the BRI. 4. Regional investment shifts with Africa leading. Africa is expected to continue emerging as a primary recipient of BRI investments driven by increased infrastructure needs and developmental goals. As the largest recipient of BRI funds in 2023, Africa's growth trajectory will attract further investment in construction and technology. Countries such as Tanzania, Kenya, and Nigeria are likely to see heightened Chinese investments aimed at enhancing connectivity and trade routes. 5. A focus on sustainability and green transition. The BRI's future initiatives will likely be shaped by an emphasis on sustainability. Investments in renewable energy projects such as solar and wind are projected to rise. The incorporation of green practices into infrastructure development will not only align with global sustainability goals but also foster long-term economic resilience in participating countries. The shift towards green investments will necessitate robust frameworks for monitoring and managing environmental impacts. 6. Evolution of investment types and deal structures. Investment structures are expected to evolve with a trend towards resource-backed deals and projects that provide long-term returns. The BRI's focus on larger strategic projects such as transport infrastructure will continue. But there will be a shift towards smaller, more manageable projects that are financially sustainable and can be implemented more quickly. This will facilitate a quicker response to local needs and market dynamics. 7. Increased engagement from private sector players. The landscape of BRI investments will likely see a growing presence of private sector enterprises. As demonstrated in recent trends, private companies, particularly those involved in technology and manufacturing, are becoming increasingly important players in the BRI ecosystem. This shift could lead to more diversified funding sources and innovative project approaches, enhancing the overall effectiveness of the initiative. 8. Long-term economic implications for emerging markets. The BRI is set to unlock significant economic potential in emerging markets by fostering trade-enhancing infrastructure and creating new market opportunities. The initiative will enable these countries to better connect with global supply chains, thus catalyzing economic growth. However, the success of this growth will depend on the ability of these nations to manage their debt levels and ensure that investments yield sustainable benefits. Conclusion. The Belt and Road Initiative is at a pivotal juncture as it moves towards the implementation of smart infrastructure by 2024. With a clear focus on sustainability, technology integration, and strategic partnerships, the BRI has the potential to reshape the global investment landscape. As emerging markets gain access to much-needed infrastructure and development funding, the initiative could play a crucial role in driving economic growth and fostering international collaboration in the years to come. However, careful navigation of geopolitical risks and a commitment to sustainable practices will be essential to realizing the full potential of this ambitious undertaking.